So my son Tyler, who's 15, he publishes books on Amazon. So he does two things.
Right.
He publishes books on Amazon's Kindle platform, and now he just also started opening up his own stores through ClickFunnels and other platforms like that. And he's publishing digital content, which is really cool,
That's awesome.
right? So I can't wait to see some of the stuff that your kid puts together and just the direction. I'm a big comic book fan myself, so
Mhm.
like I'm into the old Marvel stuff, Spider-Man, the X-Men, and all of
Right.
that. So anytime someone mentions comics, I'm like ready and willing to like tune into what they've got.
Oh yeah, it's got him into reading, so that's very exciting. Because as a child, I was not very much into reading, to be honest with
Right.
you. I didn't get into that until I was well into an adulthood, like in my 30s.
Very cool. Very, very cool. All right. So you go from drop ticking high end,
Hmm.
right? Content. You've got, well, not even content, but just products, right?
Products,
This
yeah,
is totally different
yeah,
because
physical
this is
products.
physical stuff
Yep,
on the high end, 2,500 bucks, 1,000 bucks, whatever it may be.
yep.
And now you're publishing digital content,
Hmm.
Kindle books, right? What's the difference there between physical and digital? And like, obviously, right? It's
Huge difference.
tangible
Yeah,
versus
tangible
untangible.
products comes with tangible problems because you have to deal with people and customer service issues. There's supply issues that you have to deal with. Sometimes it's out of stock. So like you're paying on advertising on something that you find out at the last second after somebody's bought it that it's out of stock. So dealing with back orders and things like that. So there's a lot of headaches involved. And the number one issue with drop shipping for me personally is that you don't own an asset. It's not,
Right.
well, you do own it. The store itself is an income generating asset. I get that. But for me, it's not passive enough. So that's kind of why I dove in 100% with the Kindle publishing,
Gotcha.
because
Very
you
cool.
own the assets. These are little pieces of IP that you own that can go out there and just generate you these little streams of income. That is a huge turn on for me.
Yeah, it's you know, I've been publishing for the last 12 years, and when I first got started with Amazon Kindle Publishing, um, simultaneously I was also publishing on Lulu, so Lulu.com, and I still receive royalties from the books that I published on on Lulu 12 years ago.
So
You
cool.
know, and just to see those royalties come in every month is like mind blowing. And the
Right.
same with Amazon. It's just insane. So I think that's pretty cool. And then to be able to teach your kids that as well. So you're putting that time in and then you'll continuously get paid for something, right? So that's awesome.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Exactly.
so how did you first hear about the Kindle Cash Flow program? Where were you at? What brought it to your attention?
I was still like building my email list on, I have like a MMO email list that I do affiliate marketing with, or did affiliate
Okay.
marketing with. And my dad, he's also an entrepreneur. He always sends me like webinars and things like that. He kept sending me this one from Onik and you.
Right.
And I'm like, Dad, I'm busy. I'm like trying to focus. I'm doing stuff here. And like with the affiliate marketing, he's like, I think you're gonna want to check this out. And I was like, okay, fine. One day it was like, I forget when it was, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this webinar and see what it's all about. And then it was an interview with you, Onyx Singal on his podcast or something, and you
Okay.
talking about Kindle publishing, and the stuff that you were saying was just blowing my mind, and it made total sense to me, like why books are a profitable income stream for the long term. It just made complete sense to me. You know, Jeff Bezos based his entire business on
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
You know, he can't be wrong.
Absolutely.
That's when I got introduced to it. This was back in I think September of
Yeah, I was
20.
gonna say it couldn't have been too long ago because
Yeah,
I did that podcast just a few months ago.
yeah, exactly. So I bought in, I think it was late September. Went through the entire course, loved it, and started just taking action immediately.
Very cool, very cool. So you're in the Kindle Cash Flow Facebook group, right? You're in the
Yes.
main group. I think I see you here.
Hmm.
What do you think of? And I'm going to segue a little bit because I want to get your opinion on this. What do you think of the group itself? Just being totally transparent, because you're someone that's super active. You're a go-getter. You've got this background, right? So you're very knowledgeable. My goal is to make the group a community, a family, somewhere where you can come in and you can get advice from someone like yourself or other people that are just starting or that have been at this for years already.
Hmm.
When you first come in, what was your initial thought of the group?
I thought it was super supportive because I've been in other groups where you feel kind of self-conscious or scared to ask questions.
Right.
But I went through the whole group, and I haven't been super active in the group because there's so much content in there with
Yeah.
other people asking great questions, and everybody, all the people with different levels of, success with it, or experience with it, I should say, answering all the questions. So I thought that was super helpful. And not only that, you, Josh, and Marty are always answering questions in there as well. So I'm like, these guys are taking this seriously for their students, which is a really good feeling.
Yeah. I find that it helps us learn as well too. Right. So it's like tutoring. I don't know if you had to ever go to tutoring back in the day, but I used to have to go to tutoring a lot.
Yeah.
Right. And then eventually I became the kid that it switched. So I went from the kid that needed tutoring
Hmm.
to the kid that ultimately started tutoring.
That's awesome.
And the more I started to tutor other kids, the greater I got better at the subject, well, no matter
Yeah.
what it was, right? So that's why we're always in the group, and it helps us to sharpen our swords as well, which is
Yeah, absolutely.
cool.